Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be doing a review slash first impressions of the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Curl Activating Mousse. I'm first just going to quickly speed through my usual routine, featuring a slightly new product which I just showed you a few seconds ago is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Leave-In Treatment. So I just applied that on my ends and a little bit of my drier bits just before going in with my usual routine, but everything else is exactly the same. Alright, and finally we are at the mousse step. So I'm first going to shake this mousse up like you would any other mousse. You can see my different ways of shaking this guy. Once you get a good shake, I'm going to give myself a very generous dollop of this stuff. I usually work on each section, so I'll start with the left or right side and then I'll work on the other. Did I need this much mousse? Probably not, but I love mousse. So I'm just going to spread it between my hands and start from the top and work my way in the bottom. First impressions on the texture, this guy is a little bit more on the watery side than a creamier mousse than I usually use, which is the Paul Mitchell Extra Body Sculpting Foam. That guy takes a good minute to really disperse throughout your hair, so you have a little bit of leeway when it comes to like really spreading it throughout. This guy dissolves and kind of evaporates into your hair fairly quickly, so it was something I had to adjust to, but once I did kind of get it throughout my hair fairly easily. And once I've thoroughly dispersed the mousse throughout my entire section, I'm going to split my hair in half and add a tiny bit more mousse to the roots of that section, just to add a bit more volume, curl definition, and just a bit more oomph to my hair. I find when I don't do this, my hair looks a little bit more on the flatter side, and the definitions on my undersection curls in that root area aren't as defined. And that's it. I'm just going to speed through the second section of my hair, and I'll get back to you guys with some more info once I'm done styling with the Denman. that I finished styling my entire head with the Denman brush, I'm going to go in one more time with the Mousse. I do this because I don't use any gel, and I find just going in with the Mousse again and scrunching from the bottoms up adds a bit more hold. It creates a nice cast and just adds that bit more definition to my hair. And once I've done that, I'm just going to give my hair the final scrunch, just making sure all my curls are laying nicely and no bits are just feeling a little wonky. And I'm done. I'm going to let my hair dry for about 30 minutes to 2 hours. Usually I've been doing it at around an hour or two, just so my hair isn't being diffused entirely from wet to dry. And I'll be right back once my hair has been air drying for a bit. We are back. So I have air dried my hair for a little while, and I'm just quickly showing you a bit of how I diffuse my hair. I'm not going to go too much in detail on my diffusing process because I am actually going to do a in-depth video of how and all the heat temperature, all that stuff for how I diffuse my hair. So I'm just going to speed through that real quick, and I will be back with my final assessment once my hair is dry. Alright, and I'm finishing up drying my hair. Once I've finished, I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes in the cast and then be right back. Alright, and I'm back. I'm going to take some argan oil from The Ordinary and scrunch out the crunch. So, with my usual mousse, the Paul Mitchell one, my hair scrunches out beautifully and immediately. I squeeze it and the cast immediately releases, leaving really soft, bouncy curls. With this one though, it does scrunch out, but it takes a bit of scrunching to do so, which is why I left this clip of me scrunching out my hair. It took this entire time. You can see little by little my hair starts getting more bouncier, more soft, but it definitely is a bit of a process. I did try using a little bit less mousse on a section just to try it out to see how it would cast, and I found that no matter how little or how much I used, it still took a hot minute to scrunch out the crunch. So not a bad thing, especially if you do like that really good hold, but something just to note that it does take a hot minute to really get that full cast out. Even once I scrunched it throughout this entire video, I had to take a few seconds more after just to fix a few little pieces since they were still a little crunchy. Done. I went into my bedroom just to show you guys a bit better lighting so you can see my curls a bit better. My final assessment, I really like this mousse. Other than the fact that the cast is a bit harder to scrunch out than usual, I don't really have anything negative to say about it. It gave really defined curls, little to no frizz, and my hair looks really shiny and bouncy. One thing I will note that's a bit different than my usual, I guess you could say, style, my curl naturally defines in ringlets, and I found that with this mousse my hair stayed a bit more separated, which created more volume, which is great, but a little less ringlety sort of curls. Which again, like I said, is definitely not a bad thing. I definitely think it's just based on personal preference. If you have finer hair and like a bit more volume and more individual curls versus thicker, chunky curls, this is a great mousse for you. It really helps stay in the shape that you leave it to style. So yeah, that is my review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, all that jazz, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.